watching the guards meet. All the 10 Park bandstand was where the guards teach. Wanted to jump in the cipher, but I got cold feet. The energy had me hype, I couldn't control my speech. Thought it was over, that's another worry. I started building, I remember it was February.
It's time to build. It's time to build. Yeah. What up? Good.
Don't allow hate your aura here. We back with another one.
Daya.
I already know what it is, man. Of course, we got a special guest in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The God Imperial. You know what I mean? Let's give it up for the God Imperial for stopping through. You know what I mean?
What's your whole attribute, God?
You know what I mean?
Imperial YXING, natural power alone.
True indeed.
Indeed.
So what's going on, man? What's shaking with you nowadays? What's moving,
Man, just loving life, enjoying all the perks of being a king.
No doubt.
Everything that come along with it.
You come a long way. You come from way up in P-Long, right?
True indeed,
Am I
from the
correct?
Bronx. As far as projects.
Okay.
I wrestled at D with Clinton too.
So you from uptown, right? You be on that side, right?
Who that,
Yeah,
man?
you.
Yeah.
It's something
for sure.
Uptown cats,
Okay.
Brooklyn cats.
Yeah,
We down here in Victory Allah right now.
Yeah.
Taking it to the essence, back to the essence, and bringing it forward again, right?
Always.
This is where we all docked anyway at this motherfucker. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
The boat docked, we got off at this motherfucker,
Facts.
so this is where we at right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Left when we
reason for
came back.
everything.
Word up,
Yeah,
word.
it's a
So it
reason
came
for
back to the
everything,
essence. Niggas don't even know that though. Everybody running up to the mountains, hiding up in them fucking cold ass wall buildings, hiding with the rats and shit, trying to get away and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is. We all blessed with the essence anyway. So
Definitely.
yo, what you dealing with, man? What kind of essence you dealing with, man? As far as coming up with different ideas and concepts, because you the God. I know you always building and
Constantly,
manifesting.
man.
You know what I'm
Constantly.
saying? What's the first things that you got going on with yourself?
Man, first is family, you know.
Family, okay.
Just
Family
really,
first,
family first. Just really, exercising the
Yeah.
role of being dad.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's
really
sexy right there.
getting to know my children.
Yeah, no doubt.
Getting to know them on
Yeah.
they different characteristics instead of trying to deal with them as a group all the time. I
Yeah.
got personal relationships with them, trying to get them to make sure that they got an avenue with me. Like, yo, okay, let me talk to Pops and let me not be scared of Pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Indeed.
me and my wife always building about our oldest daughter. It's like time for them to have girlfriends and boyfriends. Maybe that's time for that to introduce somebody you like, because they've never done it.
Right.
Indeed.
And we had a big conversation. What would I accept? It was crazy. What would I accept them bringing home?
What could you
Yeah,
accept
yeah,
though?
yeah,
Because when you're a real dude, you come from a place where everybody need a little chance, and she might come home with a knucklehead. And as soon as you see him, you're like, oh man. You might see yourself, or you might see somebody familiar. How would you deal with that? How do you go about that? You know what I mean?
Well, I know, based off of mine's, just one of them right now. She's the one going into that stage on her own. She's not gonna bring home a knucklehead. I can almost guarantee that. You know what I mean? She just doesn't attract to them. My concern is, and honestly, just as a real parent, do we keep it real here?
Of course. Let's build. God.
Let's build podcast. Everything.
Knowledge the bomb.
Everything real. Yeah.
My two concerns, man, are I don't know. I mean, her being gay or her bringing home a white boy. Just two concerns.
You can't use a cone or bring him home type shit.
I guess I have to cross that bridge when I deal with it.
Yeah.
But I'm that type of preventative person. I see shit coming before it hits me.
Before I see it.
Yeah, man, I know it's coming. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to really ask myself, how are you going to react? How do you mold and shape her and give her the right picture, without being racist and say,
But even
would I accept it? Would I not accept it? Do I allow it? Don't I allow it? So it's a constant battle, but I love this job, though. You know what I mean? It's the most challenging situation.
Yo.
and the battle is gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, how you feel when they grown, they gonna make their own decisions. So it's like we can feel our way, but some way, somehow, we gonna have to accept what they decide. Eventually. So we can stop ourselves from going through all that because at the end of the day, we gotta respect their decision.
Hell yeah.
Cause I got a daughter and she in college and she same as you speaking. Like, I don't know about no white boy that, but she be a minute, this she wanna go this way or she go that way. I say it's a phase. You feel what I'm saying? But I just let her live and let her know, like, I love you regardless of what.
Right.
So at the end of the day, like, I mean, she mess with boys, you know what I mean, now, you know what I mean, well, I see more boyish, but I think she got a little feelings hurt, but I think, like, she's making her mind up now, she's finding herself now, being away, being in college, she's finding herself, you know what I mean, so
Right.
I never try to show her be judgmental towards her, but I did let her know, like, yo, listen, man, it's man and woman, like, you know what I mean, things of that nature, natural love, bring forth man, woman, child, all that. I was bringing it down to her, but yet she still had her way of how she saw things, so I still had to take that into consideration,
Right.
despite of how I felt, and even though what I stand on is like diamonds and gold, but yet she don't see it yet, so do I run her away? You know what I mean? By being at odds with her because I don't agree with what she's doing? Or do I somehow, even though I don't agree, just try to understand where she comes from?
Well, I'm gonna
That's the
probably
question.
be the
That's the
father
challenge
the kids
there.
love to hate. Because
You know
my
what I
thing
mean?
is, no boyfriends, no girlfriends, as long as you live in the crib.
Yeah.
You get there when you move out, and you get yours, you can do that. Then you can bring them
Yeah.
to the crib, and then I can fill them out. Then you can go home. Like you said, I got a seat in college, and I found her mom's told me so. I said, "Oh, well," I said, "Don't even tell me that she feeling this dude," but at the same time, my schoolwork is more important. I said, "See." Because that's what I'm saying. Get yours first. Have it where you can have
Yeah.
love on your own terms. You got your apartment. You got your house. You got it the way you want it. You want candles lit. You want to romance the scene. You can do that. But in my crib, I'm the only one doing that.
Oh, indeed.
You can't even come by the crib, son. You chill in the living room.
Represent us on that.
You
You know that ain't happening.
Yeah,
in my
you know
crib.
that.
outside. You can't.
You know that's not
I can't imagine walking in the living room
Nah.
seeing a dude.
Nah, that,
Word, that's not happening.
You know what I'm saying?
we know that,
So
that,
for
that
me-
to that degree is not
So
happening.
for
It's
me,
just
that's
a corner.
cool. Yeah, but you
Listen,
know.
it's so real. My son's banned from the joint now. They can't even do it.
Nah,
No, 'cause
see, I
I
already
mean-
know they would never do that, but I'm just allowing them a moment to say. I mean, I explained to them through the way me and my queen interact. They see how that male-female relationship is. So I will allow them to be courted. You get what I'm saying? I will allow them to have a different
Little
opposite
suitor,
sex
little,
friend
yeah,
that
yeah.
say, "Hey, I'm going to the movies and I happen to like Josh. I don't care what his name is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is my friend because they are not just stuck with just their nationality. They kind of universal in how they see people.
Yeah.
And they do others how they do themselves.
See,
and they
when you're the
realize
cream
different
anyway,
things.
everything that rises to the top that's evolved anyway comes from you anyway. So
Right.
it's just how you navigate that.
Right.
How we teach our wisdom bodies, which is the culture right now, wisdom. You know what I mean? Or be able the culture, everything's culture driven right now. It's about the culture and surviving the culture and making sure the culture has an essence and it still stays alive. With our females, our daughters, women trying to rule the world, they trying to have female presidents now. I can see that being the next step.
I mean-
It's a job. It's nothing that doesn't take a little mentality, a little scruples, little cool, something to get it going. So yeah, I'll be like, yo, get out there, have your own first, then date. Have it the way you want it. Don't date where it's a struggle. Cause I remember dating and couldn't go in the house. We had to play the staircase.
Yeah.
Go outside in the corner of
Remember
a building.
humping?
Chill downstairs in the subway.
Humping was the thing.
Right?
You
You
know,
know, hiding out and shit.
walk
You know?
her halfway home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to
Slide
have my
through the
first
pulse,
girl walk her
quick
home and
slap.
get a hump. The hump was
Right,
the
you know
thing.
what I'm saying? Like,
But see, that's not nowadays.
Freaky Friday.
That's not
all
nowadays,
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
why I said I just try to do preventative
It's different.
measures and shape and mold, you know, and be that role model before they walk past the door.
Yeah.
Before they leave out the door, I want to be that role model that they see. You know what I mean? So that's why I've always been an entrepreneur, constantly, you know, using my mind power to create things. And I
That's
brought a few
right.
toys with me, you know, just to introduce. Maybe we'll be able to chop it up on one
I'm
of
with
these.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
I got
definitely.
one more question for you, dog.
ahead,
When
go
you
ahead.
speak about our seeds, the females, our daughters and stuff like that. How do we, I guess it's both for the male and females right there. How do we raise our kids right now in the era of agendas, if you know what I mean? You know, it's so much that they're being fed to subliminally. How do we catch up with that and keep up with that, but at the same time, let them know it's a bigger picture? You understand what I'm saying? As far as the agendas that they have out here to emasculate us.
Well, me and my queen, we've been together for 25 years now.
Sure
right?
indeed.
So, you know, and we see the importance and just having that knowledge of self, that glue was that glue that kept us together because it allowed us to both have our same. She got a sword, I got a sword. Her sword is just as sharp as mine.
Yes.
And we communicate.
Still sharp.
That's been the main thing that we have in our relationship. We just communicate. So even if I got something to say, she combats. You know, she has rebuttals, but it's not an argument. It's never an argument.
It's an add-on.
Right, and it's always back and forth, and we have that civilized conversation. You say your piece, I say my piece, back and forth. Show and prove. I mean, if we can't have it verbally, I'll write you a letter. You know what I mean? Can't argue with my letter. Finish the letter. You heard what I had to say out, and likewise. So I mean, just that foundation right there. I just believe with my children. I just teach them the knowledge of themselves first. You know what I mean? Because everything will come at them anyway.
Yeah.
But I just prepare them for everything that's gonna come at them. Because
get that
I thought about going it the
That's
opposite
right.
way. The opposite way would be wrong. Me teaching them about everything else and not themselves.
Yeah.
So I start with and teaching them about themselves. You know, that's a class that never ends. That's an infinite class, you know? Through experience.
Word.
And
You
seeing,
can't get confused.
and seeing how we
You can't
interact.
let outside
you know what I mean?
forces, you don't let
Right.
that, so that
Exactly.
blocks outside forces from
Exactly.
influencing them. And be like, let me try this because it's okay, because the general consensus is what it is. And I hate that sign.
I done been through so much, and my life is transparent to my children that they know what to do and what not to do. They know what's cool and what's not cool. Because I done did all the uncool shit and the cool things. So they know. They are individuals in their own right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Call them professional children.
Indeed.
They speak multiple languages. They good. They real good.
Okay, so the degree you was about to build on before, you was like, you got the toys for the kids. But it's not toys where just their minds is not being developed. You got toys that's building their entrepreneurial mind, their entrepreneurial spirit. Why don't you tell us about that?
I mean, I think that's the best thing to do, you know.
Indeed.
Building their mind,
What they
not
should
just
have
for
been teaching in
entertainment,
school.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
Not for just entertainment, but something that's going to be beneficial to them. You know,
Right.
this right here was something that a partner of mine's, you know, we chopped it up for a minute. He said he wanted to create a board game. You know, we was thinking about all of the different endeavors that we've been in as men, you know, and we writing little books about this is how you do this is how you get your LLC, this is what you do. Why don't we just compile it all into a game? So, you know, just sitting there and chopping it up.
So it's like you sharpen your darts.
Yeah, and we've been
game.
entrepreneurs our whole life, so we
Right.
know all of the losses, and we know all of the gains. We know what you got to do to avoid the losses. You know, we know what you got to do to build on the game. So we say, yo, let's find a way to put it into a concept of a game. And when my man Eddie came back and said, yo, I did it. I said, you did what? He said, man, when we was talking about a game, I said, yeah. That's when he created this game called the Entrepreneur Game.
Wow,
And from
that's hard.
from 8 on up, and it teaches children how to build businesses from a brick and mortar or a home-based business, no matter what it is that they want. You know, it's
Wow. Well, you can
After
get it.
you
Where can
play
you
it-
get it? Where you got it at?
well, you go to the entrepreneurgames.com.
Okay.
And we got a
The
website
entrepreneur.
The Entrepreneur.
The Entrepreneur.
TheEntrepreneur.com.
Okay.
And the games are up there. And the ironic thing is we knew that being that we got like kind of a corner on the market with going this direction,
Yeah.
let's be the first out the gate. We created 3 other versions of it too. So it's in Spanish. Then they have ones for the veterans called Veteranpreneur, and it teaches the veterans on how to get their
That's
GI Bills and stuff like that through the game. And then we got one for the rise of the returning citizen for our brothers that's coming back
home,
into the
yeah.
free cipher, the brothers that's coming out of jail. And it's
Right.
teaching them how to get their license, how to get their record expunged, how to go about even getting their concealed weapons back.
Everything,
if they
man.
you know, how to get
Restore
their
rights.
everything restored.
Yeah,
You
restore,
get what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it provides them with different things outside of the game on how to go get Google training and get real jobs. So you can start those businesses now that you've been playing and you done figured it out. You know, I'm gonna open this type of club. Every time you do it.
And the key to that is like you just
Yeah.
gotta keep doing it, and you go
Right.
on, and it becomes
So like I
automatic.
said, we got a couple of versions of it.
Wow, that's
And,
dope.
The other version that's in the briefcase.
Oh, it's one in the briefcase?
Yeah,
Oh.
because entrepreneurs carry
Check that over.
briefcases, so that's the one that's customized. You see, it got the Mason
I see
family
it.
engraved on it,
Okay.
and the money got my pictures on it. You know, got my family's pictures on it
What?
for our generational wealth. You know, it's 4
Yeah.
different denominations of money, so it's just different pictures. I picked out that I had the money specially customized.
Dope, dope.
But yeah, the game is
So,
Very
so you get this one on, or
innovative,
this
man.
is the exclusive one that you gotta
Very
order.
innovative.
well, you got to order it exclusive one if you want, but
This is
we had those for sales. They go at $39.99.
So these are the pieces. So the pieces like emeralds, like
Those are the
Diamonds,
pieces,
emeralds,
Those are
ruby
pieces that
kinda
you
like-
use as your person. Got
Okay.
the dice. The pencil and the paper are necessary in this game. It's not just for show. Because if you start in a business, in this game, you actually have to pay your taxes when you pass go. You get what I'm saying? On every payday, you got to pay the taxes for the businesses
Okay.
based off the city and state you and the calculations and everything. So it ain't just a game, let's play and shake the dice and roll. It's
Yeah.
actually like if you pull out a card, any random card in that stack of wild cards, and just look at what it says. It's real life scenarios.
And if you it's gonna become a part of you. You constantly soak it in, and then
Right. And just think about it. It's the same. I'm teaching my 8-year-old child now
Word.
how to start and build that business.
business.
Even
And
if
it
it's
becomes
just a
second
lemonade
nature.
stand.
Just like we remember
That's what I just said,
Monopoly.
yeah.
Just like
Right.
we know how to do that off the top of the head. This is to be like second nature to
Word.
it. You know?
This Monopoly 10.0.
Right?
For real. Because it's just on a whole nother level. Like if you want to get a real gist of the card, let me see the cards right there, guy.
This right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is me. This is like that.
I'm gonna just read a random card. This is called a trump card. the
Trump card.
the
right?
ironic thing is that he named these cards before he started acting up. So he
Wow.
had the game out before
Before.
he came
And-
the
oh,
president.
yeah.
But that shit don't mean a Trump card
But we
means
didn't
it's a
move
game.
it.
It's even
But
cards.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But this is the limited edition. Our next edition will not see the Trump card.
Okay.
But it won't say, it'll be the same card, but not the Trump. Here go an example. It said, you reserve a private island for a month-long vacation. Roll both die, multiply by 2,000, pay the bank your vacation costs, and lose the next turn basking in your private beach.
So that's meaning you got turned into rowboat or somewhat.
Well, you're going to have to pay for the vacation.
Sometime or not.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do,
You'll pay
right?
for it eventually.
Yeah, true.
And, miss a dive because I'm on vacation, you're not getting paid. But it's realistic situations,
Yeah.
you know.
That's right.
Rich people, they go on vacation. They getting paid because they got their business. But we
yeah.
talking about for the real person, the real
Trying to get it.
person that's in the street that I got a job and
Hand
I
them out
finally
kinda
saved up
dude,
for my
yeah,
vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you go on your trips. Some people get paid vacation, some don't. So it
Something
depends
like
on what your
that.
profession that you chose.
Nah, you're right though.
But
Some
yeah, we
people-
know that game is going to change. And just to mention, we just recently became STEM certified. So that speaks volumes right there. So now we can go into schools.
Y'all niggas with your phone
Everything.
zoom in and stop playing.
With the game.
Yeah,
Word
so
up.
they-
That's
Sure,
that's
cool.
that's
The entrepreneurgame.com.
That's real. That's
yeah, we got a
real.
curriculum built
So
around it.
everybody out there
yeah,
that's
that's
watching, that few people that we got, the people we gonna gain, no excuses right now, man. You
Facts.
see things clearer in this decade, in this 2020.
Word.
You can't see it. You blind, baby. You blind to
Blind
the
to the
fact.
fact.
I mean, you can't
Yo,
see it
but-
right
but-
now.
but what's this
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here?
Oh, yeah,
though?
yeah. This is
Hold on, because
Oh,
we got
son.
one more. We got one more.
Oh, that's my
thing
jewel
here.
right there. That's another
Yo,
jewel.
you do a demo?
Yeah,
I mean-
sure. Why not?
This is a muscular dude. Do it on this dude and see
Okay.
what
Do
happens.
Do what?
Word up.
Do what? What you doing?
What this right here is credited
see
as
this?
being the most strongest trading card in the world.
The most strongest
Trading card in the
trading
world.
card in the world.
Right.
Okay.
Now there's
It's called-
eight different versions.
Okay.
8 different
Novite.
versions to this card. The Novite is an acronym for knowledge vitality.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
we
got
wanted
you.
to be acceptable to all. But
Okay.
we made sure our images
Dope.
represented us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Dealing
it's
with us.
acceptable to all.
To all.
Yeah,
and,
you want it from the realness anyway, right?
True
Why would
indeed,
you not
true
fuck with
indeed,
us?
true indeed.
Oh, yeah, what's the real?
It's 8 different versions, 8 different characters, and all of
Yeah.
them. The special thing about this card is all of the characters have individual powers, strength, flexibility, memory, balance. It's
Nigga, that
crazy.
memory. Which one is this
Crazy.
one? Just the
Here go the
balance?
ironic thing, though, God. You get the power when you hold the card. So even if you're not flexible and you hold the flexible character,
It's good, you can
You
show
now
some
flexible.
You're flexible after that.
100% right, Zach. I'll prove it on camera. This card is for balance.
Wow. So
So, you just fuck with it, son. Try it. 'Cause I did it. He
I
did
mean,
it with me. Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Do the balance? Come
Yeah,
on,
do
you
the
put it on
balance shit,
camera.
son.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cause y'all just gotta move that, just stand right there, cause that camera will catch you.
Let's do it. Let me see.
Let's move the table. Move the table that way.
Let's do it.
Dealing with actual facts.
100%.
No
Remember I just
That's
said,
what I do.
remember I just said
Gotta
you're
hold
going to
the
get
card.
the power. Don't worry about the card for right now.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I don't want you to do that.
Yeah, you gotta speak up. Speak up. Just speak up louder. Yeah, turn it up. Yeah, turn it up. Yeah.
All right, good.
All right.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is stand right here, your feet together, put your hands on your hips like this. And with them poking in your hip, don't let me push them out of your hand. All right? And try to hold your balance as much as you can. I'm going to take you that way.
Put your feet together more.
Put your feet together. You balance, right? You feel good, right?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Balance
Balance, right?
Nah.
I'm just saying, balance yourself.
Balance, do your
Put my
shit.
hands
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm balanced. I'm on my feet.
You on your pivots, on your two. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
You
got
know,
it.
I don't want to throw you into the joint, but
Yeah, but you see that movement.
all right.
Okay, now hold the thought.
Hold the thought in your hand.
This hand?
Either hand, we'll do it on vice versa.
Notice you on your move, right?
Put it in the other hand.
Because before you tilted, even though you gave him resistance, you tilted. Look at that shit. You can't move this nigga right now. So that's what I'm saying. See, before you tilted, even though the first one you tilted, but then you was like, hey, hold on, son. Hold on, son.
Do
Stand up
without
without a
the
card. I'm gonna put the same pressure from this side,
Yeah.
but don't let them fall.
Yeah, he got the balance.
Yeah. That shit is crazy, son. Yeah.
It's the same joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This card is called. It's for balance.
That's for balance.
So you actually get the power.
Oh, damn, my balance done fell off. Word, though, for real.
That's showing improvement right
That's
there.
crazy indeed.
That's crazy. So, that's what's up, man. So what's
Yo,
up?
mic check.
Yeah. We good.
Mic check.
Yo, that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
serious though, for real. For real. That balance is serious.
So when is the whole line gonna come out? They trying to
What
wait
we
for the whole
doing is
line?
we just introducing it right now.
that
These are like our prototypes, but
No,
that's
bro.
actually what it's gonna look like. But we should be doing it in the spring.
Cool.
Introducing the next 7 characters, so you have all 8, the different powers that they have.
Bro,
And it's a
when this
trading
go-
card experience. It's gonna
when
be
this shit go
Pokemon on
public,
steroids.
I want in.
wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Inside
real.
of trading, I want it right now. They gonna put me
It's gonna
on.
be real. It's gonna
Wait
be
up,
real.
that's and so I've experienced this one. I want to experience the memory and the flexibility one because
Right.
I'm all about being flexible. You know what I mean? You could be a big
Is
dude.
it all
be
together?
flexible.
9?
It's 8.
8 of them.
8.
It's gonna be
Okay.
8 cards.
And there's different
That's-
powers
that's-
that each
that's-
one of them have. Strength.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, I've seen all of them in action, but the strength one, I'm waiting for that one because it's so crazy what a little kid will be able to do with an adult.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
You know?
Wow, yeah.
That's what's up, man. You was giving me you was telling me something about an athlete is wearing that.
Right.
How do you feel
Dwight
about
Howard.
speaking on that, Dwight
I
Howard?
mean, it's
Dwight Howard, and you know what? Since you
actually
told me that,
can
how
see
long you been wearing it?
Well, it's been since last summer.
Since last summer.
Since last summer.
All right,
My
now,
man introduced it out in Florida.
All right, now I might be tripping, but this guy's having a great year
Yeah, he's having
with the Lakers. I mean, LeBron and them dudes is gonna be them dudes, but he's doing his little thing, and I'm watching him play, and I'm like,
And what you
which
wear, the
one he got?
wristband?
What that nigga doing
Endurance
right
one?
now?
Right.
What you got the endurance? What you got the wristbands?
Right.
Yeah.
And so this form right here, we just changed the science up. And one
put
of the
it into
guards
the
came
card.
up with this one. Yeah. We put it into the card from the bracelet. Because the bracelet wasn't as attractive to children, and we've
Yeah.
seen a better market in introducing
The kids,
the
yeah.
science
Gotcha.
of
That's
what the
dope,
cards
too.
are capable of through the cards and the trading card experience. But for adults, of course, we still have the bracelets.
That's
But
cool. You be trading, yo. I need your,
Word.
I need your flexibility for the day, man. Let me get that strength, man. I gotta go over here, run the ball right quick or
crazy.
something like that. Right?
Look.
Yo, I traded back to you. Let me get the memory joint. I got a test.
Right.
I forgot. I gotta remember this fucking class.
God,
Trade-
for real, though, I
You
see
You wanna
it.
hold it? That's gonna run you
Real,
$5.
though. Why it's real, though.
What is it called?
the
No
Novite.
Novite.
No fight.
No,
The
right,
most
dope,
powerful
yeah.
trading card in the
Yeah,
universe.
get a good.
Is on the site or anything like that, or is it just straight?
Novite.com.
Straight out of Novite.com.
Novite.com.
Novite.com. KNOVITE.com.
Zoom in your phone, dude.
Wow, so you got the entrepreneur
Word
game.com,
up. Entrepreneur game,
right?
Yes.
And you got Novite.com. Okay.
and you raising your seeds like original man do anyway.
Supposed to.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? It sounded like you got a full plate, but that's dope though.
Man,
Definitely,
it's
that's-
supposed to have
that's
more
what
than
it
one
is.
course on that plate
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta
That's
have
what it
you gotta
is.
have more than one course. So and I like to eat right. So like to keep my plate full. That's the best way to do it.
That's what it is.
Imagine
man.
having a garden with one vegetable in it. What's the garden? You know, put that in the window.
Indeed.
Speaking of windows, you ever heard Nas record Project Windows?
Project Windows.
Looking out of project windows with
Yeah,
Ron
Ron
Isley.
Isley.
Of course, that's my favorite joint.
Word?
That's in my walking music.
We about
right
to
now.
build
Yeah, we
on
about
that
to build on
right
that. You know what I
now.
mean?
Okay.
So we
You know,
do some
'cause-
time on Let's Build. We kind of came up with a format like bars that matter. So it's kind of evolved into something like, let's break down these songs
Okay.
that have impact, that means something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That you can take it, like you said, you walk to it. So it got a degree to it by itself. You just saying that, we didn't cue you to be like,
Definitely.
Nah,
I so segued
That's
into that
organic.
Project Window.
That's right.
That's
Nice.
organic.
So you know,
That's organic right there.
I was
That-
about to hit Ron Isley part.
That's organic. That's
Come on,
organic.
man. I
You
love
heard?
that joint. That's real.
Yeah, it's organic. You know what I mean?
That joint be touching my soul, B.
Facts.
what we rhyming over here? What we doing?
I mean, we read it.
From the
we
top.
reading?
I mean, we break it.
We just reading it like almost like spoken word or what?
Yeah,
This is my
yeah,
first time
we
doing
read,
it, y'all.
yeah, we read through.
All right, so from the
and
tippity,
you got
right?
something that you want to go back and like, oh, what this mean? Basically, you know what I mean? We break certain things
All right, so
down.
from the tippity of the first verse, right? Black hoods, cops and projects, sewers flooded with foul blockage. The gutter's wild, every child watches. Changing top locks with ripped off hinges. Door kicked off, drunk stag off Smirnoff. Wipe your beard off. Crippled dope fiends in wheelchairs, stare vision blurry. Cause buried deep inside their minds are hidden stories. But he's a mirror image of that 70s era. Finished for the rest of his life till he fades out. The liquor store workers miss him. But then it plays out so many ways out the hood, but no signs say out. Mental slave house where gas go off. I show off. Niggas up north prisonology talk. To the time cut off. You should chill if you short. Prepare deep thoughts to hit the street again. Get it on. Get this paper breathe again. Plan to leave something behind so your name will live on no matter what the game lives on. Yo, I just shit out of that verse, God. I was like, that whole finish for life till he fades out. A mirror image of the 70s. It just remind me growing up. Liquor stores, dudes leaning, nodding. It wasn't dope. It was song was dope. That shit was wine too.
Yeah, right.
A lot of these cats is alcoholic. That fortified wine, that Mad Dog 2020. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah, I think the
boom
most
from all that.
impactful thing that he said in that joint though, when I heard it all, was so many ways out the hood, but ain't no signs for the way out.
Ain't no
Word.
signs for the way out.
So many ways out the hood, but ain't no
Ain't no
signs.
signs
So
for
many.
the way out.
That's the
bro.
crazy. So many.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
And just think about my projects. As far as projects, it's like it's not one way in. It's so many ways out. But then
Yeah.
mentally being caught in that project, you know what I mean, or being
Facts.
in a project, you know, and you're,
Facts.
not losing your mind, but lost within your own mind in so many ways out. Still can't figure it out. You know what I mean?
Still
Keep
can't.
on
the
saying
crazy-
why she keep going
And the
wrong.
other crazy shit,
Word.
the liquor store workers miss him.
Yo, wait. Yeah. Yo, hold
Yo,
on. Yo, but
do you know
then-
anybody anywhere black own a
It
liquor
said
store?
He finished the
I'm just trying to figure it out.
He
I haven't.
finished
I'm pretty
the
sure
liquor
there
store
are.
workers
I'm sure
missing,
there are.
But then it
In
plays
certain
out.
towns. Wow.
So many ways.
They're
out
the
hood,
minority,
no
definitely.
signs.
Yeah.
Selling
Yo.
liquor. Yeah, right.
Wow. So what you got? That second verse? That second verse is
Yeah, we got the second verse. Where we at?
yeah, that's crazy.
Second verse. Yo, if this piano's cake, then my words are the candles. Light it up, make a wish, and them angels will grant you. Impatient once tried, but in those angels in bamboo, they lit it up. Puff, puff, hit it up. Puff, now they dismantle. Think the whole world is crazy, got a 9. Watch where you walk. $2 fine. Sign of the times here in New York. Higher Satan. United Nations quietly taking. Toll on your soul, take it or leave it. Just my elevation. Stack looting guns, teach the girls karate, school your sons not to hate, but to stay awake. Cause the scars of razors make us nothing in comparison to the gas left on this whole mass. If we don't get it in control fast, might as well be laughing with Malcolm X assassin as we die slow perishing. Brain dead from the Erickson. Words are the medicine. 2 teaspoons for goons. A cup of it for those thugging. For those thugging it, y'all sing to the tune. Ooh,
Wow.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
That might as well laughing with Malcolm X
X
assassin.
assassin as we die slow perishing, brain dead from an Erickson, bro.
Teaching
That
my daughters,
Oh my God.
Erickson, yo,
Yeah.
teaching
Yeah.
my daughters, school my sons.
words are the medicine.
Sons not to hate,
2
right?
teaspoons for
But to stay awake. I tell my son that every day. little moves how to fight, because I seen like growing up in
Right.
junior high school, you fight.
Yeah.
Dude always try to go for the legs or throw you in a headlock. I'd be like, don't get choked out and don't get slammed. You throwing your blows or da-da-da-da-da and y'all swinging, yeah, but getting choked out or slammed, you can be finished. Because I've done it. I've done it to motherfuckers. And you see him, you see that person fucked up, you get scared. You be like, damn, I could have caught a body. Or you could catch attempted murder with them type of moves. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Choking somebody out, esophagus.
definitely.
Another day, another dollar. My mother will holler. She said, go and see the world for yourself. Your brother shall follow. Pops so smooth from his top to his shoes. Sang the rules. Guitar strings played, smoking his blues. Hats, picture this, yo. 70s cat. He wrote his music in the back of the crib. I did my homework at night windows with the speakers pumping. Life out. I fight people screaming because somebody pulled a knife out. So I look at this poem, I'm hooked to this tune every night, the same melody. Hell sounded so heavenly, but jail was ahead of me. Reading what I should have done, cause my imagination was one. I was important to get out and become part of the noise out there. I used to stare 5 stories down basketball court, shot up playgrounds, and I witnessed the murders to police shakedowns. Yo, the hustlers and hoes, drugs and foes. This is the life of every kid looking out project windows.
Yeah.
Facts.
Looking out that project window, you see a lot of
You see
shit.
everything.
man.
You see
Facts.
out the project window was the internet when we grew up.
Yeah, basically.
That was the
You wouldn't
internet, guy.
believe you get a whole show and you get stuff you weren't even supposed to see out the project windows, man. You be exposed to a lot of things. from project windows.
That's rated R.
But you know, some project windows too, if you had a good apartment, like you live in Queensbridge or you live in one of those spots where like even Fort Greene, you had a high apartment, you get a nice little view. That shit was like a little penthouse, you know what I'm saying? A little mansion or something.
yeah.
You know, I bet you people never gave those apartments up.
Right, they still probably
Yeah, why
don't,
would
but,
I
you
move?
know,
I got the view. I'm paying fucking $400 a month.
yeah,
I ain't
they
going
use an
nowhere.
Airbnb now. They turn
Oh
it
yeah,
into
right.
Airbnb.
Exactly.
That's
I
real
ain't
talk.
going nowhere.
yeah,
man. I'm
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Area.
Word up.
They
The
eating
projects
up
are
them
now
Airbnbs.
condos.
They eating up them Airbnbs too. Word
Projects
up.
now condos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's funny? What we was building on before about the containers. You know they got one of them joints over there as a restaurant. Over there where I was at earlier, the town center.
Right.
I was like, wow.
They starting to pop up, guy.
Word.
They
The
starting
same
to
thing we was
pop up.
building
It's a
on, the degree we
science.
was building. Yeah.
It's going to change. It's going to change the whole real estate industry. You know, once it's accepted. You know, certain things that's new. A lot of people don't accept. A lot of people
Yeah.
good with traditional.
Take a wise
things,
man
you
to
know
see
what I mean?
that early,
And then
though.
plus when they just getting into a position where they can afford traditional things, they don't want to jump to right now.
Yeah.
They're like, man, I want to experience this first. You know what I mean? So, and they'll look at that as an investment. But as the millennials start to grow up in the space that we need, space that we require, you know, this is going to definitely hit
Yeah, it's
with the
gonna pop
millennials
off.
because of pricing. It's affordable, you know.
Yeah.
Affordable housing, man. It's
Ain't
very
nothing
important.
like having your
See,
own.
affordable does not mean free.
Yeah.
You just gotta get that straight. A lot of people, when you say affordable, you think it's a
See, that
stigma
shit be
black.
dirt cheap.
Nah,
It's
nah,
not black.
nah.
It's just affordable.
Definitely,
It's
definitely.
affordable.
Yeah, I
That's
could dig
what's
it.
up, man.
I could dig it.
But that's gonna be the new wave, though. That's where the wealth trend is coming. Real estate has always been there. This is gonna innovate real estate because you're cutting out so many contractors in the situation.
And until they jump in and
as
try to
the investor,
monopolize
you know,
it.
you got a lot more. Your budget is bigger now with no
Yeah.
framers, no electricians, no none of that needed. You know, maybe electricians are still needed, but you don't need
Yeah.
framers. You don't need roofers.
True indeed.
Yeah, word.
Don't need plumbers.
Everything put together.
Well, you got plumbing, you never.
Well, it's gonna have plumbing, of
Yeah,
course, but you
shit
know,
happens.
traditional. You don't need it traditionally because these units are fabricated in the warehouse, and when they come to your location, they're ready.
Just got attached.
Only thing the crane is coming and the welders and plug everything in, and
Everything
you got a
is a go.
fully functional modular home
That's what's up, man.
that could last for up to 100 years.
Wow.
You know what I mean? What you paying $200,000 for? You heard the number I started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traditionally, that's a $500,000 home. You paying $200,000 now for the same square footage, and it lasts long.
And I believe energy-wise, it
Fucking
conserves
100 years.
energy.
Of course.
Whatever you pump in is gonna stay in there, ain't gonna leak
Last
out through the
longer.
wood or through
Last
the windows
longer.
there.
Hooking the solar systems
just
up
be
to
warm
you,
like a
you'll be getting a
motherfucker.
check from the power grid.
Yeah.
It's traditional. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Once one said it, and the only thing is it's crazy how this generation works. If a celebrity doesn't endorse it, a lot of people ain't with it.
Don't like to
You
mess
know what I
with
mean?
it. Yeah.
So,
A layman talk about it. It's
right,
like
right. They're talking on
he
it.
trying to
on
jerk
their
me or
levels.
he trying to get over on me.
But that's the time that you want in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You
for
want
the
it
real
before
entrepreneur,
IPO,
I
hell
want
yeah.
in
Yep.
before that celebrity
That's
endorses
right,
it.
hell yeah,
You know, I
'cause
want to
then
hook my sinks in on it.
Celebrity
So, you
getting
know.
is gonna raise the Western states.
Right.
They might not even need you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure indeed. Hell yeah.
you better
You
get
know what I'm
in.
saying?
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Yeah, we got.
I mean, if it's definitely a good idea and everything makes sense, you know what I mean? It definitely you might as well go for it, man. We sometimes
Well, add on because there's a lot of things at Let's Build we want to get our hands in, not just sitting here talking, but actually being active.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
moving around doing stuff. You know, everything don't need to be on camera anyway.
Yeah,
when we make
definitely.
moves. We build on this just so air lights can see. You know, air lights repel technically, but you know, two magnets. So you got people from different walk of life. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
That come together. You know what I mean?
You know, they repel only because the duty is not to each other, but to those who don't have repel. You get what I'm saying? Those who don't have actual attraction power.
Building
Our duty
society,
ain't to each
yeah,
other.
true,
You know,
yeah, true,
I
yeah.
know. So we're gonna
Yeah,
keep on
yeah.
talking. Let's go do something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
show and prove it. That's what the show
Yeah,
and
it's
prove
got to
come
do
in.
it, man. So I've always been that type of guy, you know, about doing that. I see what the situation is. I don't want to build on the problem too long.
Fact.
I mean, we could,
Analyze it and
yeah,
keep it
come
moving.
on, man.
And make
Let's,
it happen.
let's figure out the solution and come together for a common cause and actually put it into practical application.
Facts.
That's the task right there. That's showing and proving the lawhood right there. When you actually come up with an idea, formulate a plan,
beginning
execute
to
end.
it, and get the rewards from it.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? Oh man, there's nothing more gratifying than that.
That's right.
Because everything right here started with a thought, you know?
That's right.
We
And
just
then it
sitting and
manifested.
blowing.
And now
So,
it's right in
yo, what
front
do
of
we
you.
teach the kids?
And now it's right in front of you.
Right, yeah.
I mean, look out. Look, come on, man.
That's dope. How
Snap
much?
power.
The games go at $39.99.
Okay.
The upgraded version, when you do it customized, I think it's like $79. But we offer a $20 discount for first-time buyers because usually when other people see it, they want a custom-made one too. So
That'll
it
be
kind of
dope.
offsets. But you know, it's about really.
You can freak it too. There's different ways you can turn it around and do.
We're gonna have one of these games in every household within the next 5 years. It's like a
Word.
computer, just like a computer.
A household that want to learn, that want to get.
No,
their kids
everybody
on.
wants to start businesses.
Yep.
There's
Everybody
no clear
need to
formula
start
on how to
businesses.
do it,
Everyone
but through
need
trial
to
and
start.
error. So here go a game.
I can just see people at the table flipping the shit over. You fuck this shit, man.
Broke.
You broke,
broke.
man. Took up my
Nah,
bread,
because
man.
you dope.
You know, vacation came
I
home,
can't
man.
remember another dude, but it's another dude that he got a game too, and he got dreads, tattoos all over his face and everything. He be teaching his kids how to
Yo, I
take
love that
pistols
brother,
apart.
I think his name is Derek.
Yeah, and it's like basically
Love
like he
that
like, yo, I'm everything that they tell you not to be, but he actually got his thing together. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm talking about got the big joint with the nips he had. He tell you how to invest in gold. So he got a board game too.
Yeah,
That's
that board game is
I
amazing.
forgot the name of it, you know what I mean? And basically, he sold his board game for like 150, 200. Like,
Wow.
yeah, because it's called in-home banking.
Right.
So now he got the entrepreneur game, the in-home banking game. You feel what I'm saying? And it's both from us. I mean, but I see the vision because I'm like, wow, bro, this is well needed. So you know what I
Because you
mean?
can teach your children now and feel like that actual professional, even though we got what quote unquote we call as failures, but actually are just learning experiences.
Hell yeah.
You know, curves. They only
Right.
become failures if you constantly keep on repeating it. Then it's a failure. You got to.
And you're not picking up. You're
You know
not
what I mean?
learning
But
from. You
with
like
this game, it actually you levels out the playing field, your imagination, what you want
They're
to
not
do.
teaching that in the schools.
Yeah, managing money.
That's right.
That should be the
Schools ain't
course.
teaching
Financial
entrepreneurship.
stability. It's
Why?
not
Why
teaching.
would they?
It's not financial literacy. It's not teaching you even entrepreneurship.
But
I
again,
mean,
it's not,
you know what I mean? They're not giving you the.
it's not their responsibility.
No, it starts home.
Ours.
Or they
That's right.
feel it.
Nah,
ain't
that's-
it? Yeah.
that's
It's
right.
ours. We really
But
don't
it's
want
part
them to
of
do
teaching.
that.
It's really part of teaching, but they don't feel it is.
But the teaching starts before you walk into the school doors. Though,
But
so
those
you
are
can't blame.
instructors.
You can't.
They're
That's
not
right.
teaching.
That's right. That's right.
They are instructors. They got a blueprint on what they have
That's
to
right. They have to.
instruct
They
them
protocol.
on.
They got to follow
You gotta
protocol.
memorize that. Those are instructors. They're
curriculum.
not teachers. Yeah.
Right.
Let's get that. That's a fact right there. That whole system, the way that public
That's
food
right.
system
That's
is
why it's
set
called
up.
the system. You're right.
Yeah, the public food system, the way that's set up. Those are a bunch of instructors, and they just got experience it where we keep on regurgitating the same material every year,
Facts.
every year. So yeah, they do sound like professionals in what they talking about because they got a script. And
That's
they've
right.
memorized their script.
script,
It's
that's
not
right.
actually teaching. You know what I mean?
I mean, experience.
It's a great instructor. You know, I'm not gonna take nothing away from them. They're great instructors, but as far as who teaches our children, that's our job. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
That's our job. We just letting them, tend to them for a little bit.
while we go to work.
But
Right?
then when they come back, you gotta pull them pins out their head.
Yeah.
Like what you did in school, nothing. Did nothing. Hold on. I want to know. You know, what I mean? I
Yeah.
want to know the details of what actually went on, what they was talking about. See how, and actually it tells you how much the child was paying attention.
No,
Basically.
You
definitely.
know what I mean? How was your day? Good. That's it? What else?
Yeah.
You know?
What else happened?
You ain't learn that?
Yeah.
Let me
Like I
teach
said,
you
it comes
something.
from the home too.
Yeah, let me teach you something. As soon as I say that, you ain't learn nothing?
Yeah.
You know what that does to them? Is a like I said, I'm a preventative parent.
Yeah.
When they see me, oh shit, here come dad. Let me do preventative. Let me learn something today in school.
Yeah.
So when I go home, I can say what I've learned because he's gonna hit me with a question.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna hit me with a real question.
Right.
And I need the answer tonight. You know what I mean?
Right.
I need it tonight. A lot of times, you know, they be puzzled with how they gonna get the answer, and I'm like, you see what that is? That's that Common Core math. You know, all them extra steps for how to figure it out. We're in the age of technology. You know, y'all got
Indeed.
plenty of devices. You know what the question is? I just asked you, but that ain't the first thing that pop up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that they should rely on it, but you know, we've always got information to answer our questions. Go do research from information. If you got this technology at your fingertips, there should be no question that you can't answer. Should be nothing that you're confused about.
Especially nowadays.
No, with just one little YouTube.
A few YouTubers, because some of these cats be
Well,
flaking,
Yeah,
be fronting,
you gotta analyze.
trying to get their views
Take
up.
nothing on face value. Take
Yeah,
nothing on
always
face
gotta
value.
break it down.
You know what I mean? Take nothing on
Now,
face value.
making a left right here. We're winning the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Oh man, I just want to see Mahomes play. You know, I really don't.
That's right. It's your guy, Mahomes.
It's not really my.
That's
guy,
Mahomes.
you know.
That's Mahomes right there.
You know, I like
Mahomes, that's
I like a good.
Mahomes.
I like a little good
Yeah.
player. You know, so.
Nah, not really. I'm a Giants fan to the death, man. But you know, you like to see a good one right now. You know what I mean? He's beastly right
49ers all
now.
the way, baby.
49ers?
Mm.
All the way, baby. You're
Nah.
right.
That you sound like you've been a 49ers fan all your life.
Since the 80s.
See? Dwight Clark and them, huh? Joe Montana and them.
You're right.
Was it
Jerry Rice.
Jerry.
what's the kid named Craig?
Roger Craig.
Roger Craig.
He old.
Did what's the name go there for a little while? No, he didn't go there. Marcus Allen. Marcus
Who?
Allen didn't go to San Francisco.
Nah.
Steve Young?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Young was there.
Wow.
Steve Young. Who was the other wide receiver besides Jerry Rice? It was somebody on the other side
I
besides
wouldn't
Dwight
that whole
Clark.
Jeopardy
who's tight end.
session. I wouldn't even answer one question in that whole category.
Yo,
Vernon
wow.
Davis? Well, yeah, Vernon Davis. Yeah, he's still on there. Or he retired.
Nah, he's gone.
He know he
He been going. How long he going? Like 2-3 years. It ain't been that long. He been like 3-4 years. The most.
Yeah, about at least 5, 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
He went away quietly like a motherfucker because he used to play for the Broncos, right?
But yeah, man.
Yeah, you know.
Not to cut the
No, go ahead, go,
everybody
go.
wisdom off. We definitely gonna have to wrap this up in a minute. But I know we was building on the games, which is definitely we need to get the people to pay attention to that. So like I said, you can go on the entrepreneurgame.com
yeah.
and you can go on novite.com.
Right.
And you can go look it up, know what I mean, do your research and purchase, know what I mean, to support the brother, know what I mean, definitely his big things, Juan, you know what I mean?
Juan
And we
Star.
definitely gotta get involved with each other, man, and start supporting each other because that's what it's about. I mean, that's what the Let's Build podcast is about. We about building each other up instead of tearing it down, you know what I mean? So that's where we at with it, know what I mean? So therefore, like I said, look out for the entrepreneur game and Norvite, man. He got 7 more joints to come, 7 more cars that's gonna add on to the ones he got right now. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like a whole training card experience, man. We market it into the youth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's to help them with their mind, help them with balance. You know what I mean? It's gonna help them with different things. You know what I mean? So there's definitely something to get into. Those who got children, you know what I mean? So just look out for it, man. And like I said, the God Imperial is in the building. You know what I mean? And we appreciate you for coming through and building with us, man. You know what I mean? And with that, we're gonna say, Daya!
Let's
Peace.
Early.
Know what it is. Real recognize real.
Yeah, we leading and riding. They feeling for roll-ups. We getting them big bags. They wanna dethrone us. We making them big mad. They know they can't hold us. I suggest they get down. We ought to control us. We leading and riding. They feeling for roll-ups. We getting them big bags. They wanna dethrone us. We making them big mad. They know they can't hold us. I suggest they get down. We ought to control us. Yeah, we ought to control us. I suggest they get down. We ought to control us.